All right, y'all. This message is to anybody out there that's thinking about quitting their job. Don't do that. Do not quit your job unless you have a plan B. If you got a plan B, by all means, do what you got to do. If you don't have a plan B, do not quit your job. There are a lot of people on here talking about they quit their 9 to 5, um, and they're going to pursue this. By all means, pursue this, but make sure that your 9 to 5 is um, not the main source. Because if it is, then you're going to have to keep doing your 9 to 5. All right? You can plan your escape. You can plan your escape to stop doing your 9 to 5 and do this full time, but you got to make sure you're right. Don't do what everybody else is doing. I quit my 9 to 5 and I'm a full time YouTuber. See, because YouTubers ain't going to tell you the 100% facts of what's really going on with them. Some will and some won't. 9 times out of 10, these YouTubers got a job, a 9 to 5. That's why you see some of them on at a certain time whenever they do drop a video, unless it's the weekend. All right? Let's keep that in mind. There are people out here that do hold down 9 to 5s and still do YouTube. I happen to be one of them. I'm not complaining about my 9 to 5. I actually love my 9 to 5. And it is supposed to be real windy today, y'all. And it's raining, and I hope my tripod don't fall down. But this video is for y'all to understand that you can't just up and quit your 9 to 5. A lot of people telling y'all it's the thing to do. It is not the thing to do. Do the right thing. Before you was doing YouTube, was you or was you not working? Yes, you were. Keep doing that. Now, once again, you can set yourself up to where you ain't gotta be working for somebody else, and you could do your YouTube. If that's your dream, that is your one. You just want to just do what you want to do, have your freedom, and still make good money. Make sure you got everything set up before you even bounce off and do that. All right? There's nothing wrong with going to a 9 to 5. I know we don't want to. I don't want to keep hitting the snooze button or keep setting the alarm clock just to get up in the morning to go work for somebody else. But it is what it is. This is what's doing it for now. And then whenever I'm right, then I will say, see you, bye-bye. All right? But I'll leave on a good note. I'm not just going to up and quit the company and leave them on their butts. Even though they'll drop you in a minute, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put in a 2-week notice and be like, look, y'all, I found something else. And it really don't even matter. As long as you put your 2-week notice in, that's up to them to get your replacement. So if you ever gonna quit a 9 to 5, make sure you leave on good terms. Because if you happen to go to another 9 to 5, that's gonna stick with you because they're gonna call you past employer. Unless you got game and you just telling them, man, ain't no sense of calling them. They ain't gonna say nothing good about me, even though I was a good worker. You know how that go. But anyway, do not quit your 9 to 5. If that's your bread and butter, love your bread and butter. That's the only way to eat your bread and butter is to keep your bread and butter. All right? Set yourself up before you make an exit plan. Remember that. Everybody else, what they're doing is not for you to do. You can't do what everybody else is doing. Just because so-and-so jumped off a roof and landed on the mat doesn't mean you ain't going to hit the concrete. The grass is not always green on the other side. And that goes for them people trying to switch jobs. Everybody asks you, won't you switch? Won't you switch? Won't you cut? No, for what? For what? First of all, I'm too old to be doing all that job bouncing. I ain't got that to do. So whatever I do bounce, that means I'm done. I ain't coming back. You feel me? But I'm too old to be bouncing around talking about it's better over here or it's better over there, it's better up there. That's what you said. It's better for you, but not me. I ain't got time to be playing Ring Around the Rosie, y'all. I don't. I really don't. And I don't hate my job at all. I don't hate it. It's hard getting up in the morning, you know what I'm saying? But once I get there, I'm cool. And remember, I always told y'all work is temporary. You put your suit on, you go perform, and then you back home. Work is temporary. We are not slaves. Don't let nobody tell y'all it's modern day slavery, even though it feels like it. But then again, have you ever been a slave? Do you even know what a slave is? So stop saying that. Why don't you just say you were put in a system and you have to work to have these lights on, to have this gas on, to have groceries in the refrigerator. How's that slaving? If you want to call that slaving, so be it. But anyway, do not quit your 9 to 5. Do not quit your 9 to 5. Some people work a 9 to 5 just to get certain things in life that they want. And once you get them certain things in life that you want, if you feel you can quit and go ahead and live off grid, then by all means, go live off grid. Told y'all what I want. I still got to get me a camper. I want me a camper vehicle. I want 2 of them. And that day is coming. My time is coming. It's just a matter of time. Just because they got it don't mean I got to have it right now. Everybody be up and then some be down. One day you going to be up and then they going to be down. But I don't want nobody to be down. I want everybody to be up equal. I keep telling y'all that. Do not quit your 9 to 5. Do not quit your bread and butter, because you will not be able to eat your bread and butter. That is the only way to put food in the tummy. That is the only way to keep clothes on your back. That is the only way to stay afloat. You have to play the game if you want to win. Whatever win means. But you have to play the game if you want to stay afloat in this system. I didn't create it, they did. All right? It wasn't set up for us to fail. It was set up. If you want to play, play. If not, you could be a bum on a corner. You could be a bum on the street. You could be homeless. I don't want none of them choices. So I'm playing the game. Now you could take it easy. You ain't got to hurt yourself while you're working. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to let the job work you. You go to work and work the job. You can make the job there. Everything I do, I make it look easy. All right, just because you see somebody doing a job and you say, oh, that look easy, I could do that. No, let's don't go there. I make it look easy. You can too. I was working in this machine shop, and I'll never forget these police officers coming in, and they were seeing what we do because of the things we did for this company. I can't say because we signed contracts, but one of them said, oh, this looks easy. My homie straight up told him, nah, we make it look easy. You can go to work and hate your job, or you can go to work and make your job fun. Find ways to make your job fun so you get through your day, and then you ain't gotta complain. You hear me? Find a way to make your job fun so when you get there, you cool. All right? I drive Greyhound buses. I drive coach buses. I drive school buses. I drive dump trucks, front loaders, rear loader, garbage trucks. I can operate a tractor trailer tipper, a forklift operator. Do not quit your 9 to 5, y'all. Don't be ashamed of having a 9 to 5. There's some people out there that can't even get a job. That is what I'm mainly talking about. Do not quit your job, because it's hard to get one. I remember there was a point in time back in the day, I wanted to quit my job. I was like, man, I want to quit. This was when I had this one job back in the day. I said, man, I'm going to quit. I'm going to just quit. And then I did, following the leaders. A few people I knew, we quit. Same time. We're going to go get this job. Guess what? You know how hard it was to get that job? I ain't get 3 weeks, y'all, to get a job. Bills need paid. What? What's wrong with you, man? You quit the job? Yeah, going around thinking that's cool. That's not cool, because you're going to be the fool. Do not quit your 9 to 5 because somebody else is doing it and they talking about it on social media. All right? Man, what you quit your... Man, I saw this YouTuber. They told me to go and quit your 9 to 5. Everything cool. No, everything is not cool. It's cool for them. They could be saying that just to get you to quit and go follow them. Now you got a life like them. No, your life don't match theirs, and you don't want it to. You don't want it to, y'all. Do your own thing. Do what's right for you. Look at the outcome if you quit. Will you be okay? And if you're going to be okay, then I can't argue with you. Do what you got to do. But I'm giving you advice ahead of time. You do not want to quit your 9 to 5. Stay where you at. Once again, the grass is not always greener on the other side. Some get lucky. Hit the Powerball. Hit the Mega Millions. Don't worry, I'll wait. Keep your 9 to 5. Yeah. So, once again, live, love, laugh, and smile. Yes, and we are not slaves because we go to work. We're not slaves. No, we're not slaving for somebody else. I tell you what you do. You get some money together. You start your own company. Get you a team where it's just you. Then you ain't got to worry about being a slave. All right? You working for yourself. Oh, I forgot. You still got to work. Even if you are your own boss, you still got to put in that labor. Put the labor in, then you get paid. You understand? Either way, it's the same. It's just you can go to work when you want. You can stop when you want. You can take a lunch when you want. I get that, but it's still the same. You still have to put the labor in. Just because you work for yourself does not mean you don't got to work no more. If you're working for yourself, what are you doing? You're working. All right? The only difference between that and that is you handle all the paperwork when you're working for yourself, and when you work for somebody else, they got all that paperwork. All right? You ain't got to worry about getting up late for work. You ain't nobody going to scream at you. Ain't nobody if you work for yourself. But once again, if you work for somebody else, yes, you got to go through all that. But in order to stop all that complaining, get your money, get your team together. Once again, whether it's you or by yourself, then you be your own boss. You ain't got to worry about going to work for somebody else. Until then, let the chips fall where they may. Live, love, laugh, and smile. Don't forget to donate to the channel. Cash App in the description and in the title. Love y'all. Bow. You already know.